10 shocking predictions of Baba Vanga for 2025. What's coming for humanity? Imagine waking up to a world where the impossible becomes reality, where history bends under the weight of prophecy. What if I told you that a blind mystic from Bulgaria, often called the Nostradamus of the Balkans, foresaw events that are now unfolding before our very eyes? Baba Vanga, a name whispered with both awe and mystery, left behind a series of predictions that have stunned believers and skeptics alike. From geopolitical upheavals to astonishing scientific breakthroughs, many of her past visions, like the rise of artificial intelligence and the 9/11 tragedy, have eerily come true. But what about the future? What will 2025 bring for humanity? Will her prophecies offer a glimpse into an era of progress, or are we heading toward unforeseen chaos? Brace yourself, because today on the Journey of Wisdom, we're uncovering 10 of Baba Vanga's most shocking predictions for 2025. And trust me, some of them might change the way you see the world. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Number 1. Artificial intelligence and automation take over. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 include a striking vision of artificial intelligence and automation becoming even more deeply embedded in our daily lives, fundamentally reshaping the way we work, interact, and function as a society. With every passing year, AI continues to evolve, making rapid advancements in industries like healthcare, finance, education, and even creative fields. This transformation brings undeniable benefits: greater efficiency, innovative problem-solving, and the ability to handle complex tasks beyond human capability. However, with these opportunities come significant challenges. The more we rely on automation, the greater the risk of job displacement, as many traditional roles may become obsolete, forcing millions to adapt or reskill. AI-driven decision-making also raises ethical concerns, from biased algorithms influencing social policies to the growing loss of privacy as intelligent systems collect vast amounts of personal data. In a world where AI can predict behaviors, generate lifelike deepfakes, and even surpass human creativity in certain areas, the need for responsible regulation and ethical oversight becomes crucial. If left unchecked, AI could deepen social inequalities, giving more power to corporations and governments that control these technologies, while leaving others struggling to keep up. At the same time, automation can free humans from mundane, repetitive work, allowing them to focus on more meaningful, creative, or strategic roles. The key to navigating this future lies in balance, embracing innovation while ensuring that human values, rights, and livelihoods remain protected. Governments and tech leaders must work together to implement fair policies, promote transparency, and create safety nets for workers displaced by automation. On an individual level, the best way to stay ahead is to continuously learn, adapt, and develop skills that AI cannot easily replace, such as emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and ethical reasoning. As we step into 2025, we must ask ourselves, are we shaping AI, or is AI shaping us? The answer depends on how we harness this powerful tool. Used wisely, AI can be a force for good, revolutionizing healthcare with early disease detection, enhancing education through personalized learning, and solving pressing global challenges like climate change. However, if we blindly chase progress without caution, we may find ourselves in a world where human identity, privacy, and autonomy are at risk. The choices we make today, how we regulate, develop, and integrate AI into our society, will not just impact the next few years, but will define the world for generations to come. It is not about fearing technology, but about ensuring that we, as a society, remain in control of its direction. In the end, the real question is not how intelligent AI will become, but whether we will be wise enough to use it for the betterment of all. Number 2. Discovery of a new clean energy source. By the year 2025, Baba Vanga's prophecy points to a groundbreaking discovery that could change the course of humanity, a new, clean energy source that may finally free us from our dependence on fossil fuels. If this comes true, it could be one of the most significant advancements in modern history, offering a sustainable alternative that not only powers our homes and industries, but also helps heal the environment. While the specifics remain unknown, many believe that this could stem from a major breakthrough in nuclear fusion, advancements in solar technology, or perhaps something entirely unexpected. An innovation beyond what we can currently imagine. What if scientists uncover a limitless energy source that is safe, efficient, and accessible to all? The implications would be profound. Wars fought over oil and natural resources could become a thing of the past. Economies could shift towards more equitable and sustainable systems, and our planet could begin to recover from centuries of pollution and degradation. Imagine a world where electricity is abundant and affordable, where clean energy powers our cities without harming the earth, and where climate change is no longer an imminent threat, but a challenge we have overcome. This isn't just about convenience, it's about survival, progress, and the responsibility we have to future generations. The discovery of such an energy source wouldn't just impact technology, it would reshape industries, redefine geopolitics, and perhaps even shift human consciousness toward a more balanced way of living. But here's the real question. Are we ready to embrace such a change? Will governments, corporations, and societies be willing to shift away from profit-driven fossil fuel industries and invest in a cleaner, fairer world? Or will greed and resistance to change slow down what could be the most important transformation of our time? Baba Vanga's vision of a clean energy breakthrough gives us hope. But hope alone is not enough. We must be willing to act. While we wait for such a discovery, each of us has the power to make choices that support sustainability. Whether it's reducing energy waste, supporting clean energy initiatives, or pushing for policies that encourage green technology, every step counts. The future is not something that just happens to us. It is something we create with our actions today. So, if a new energy revolution is truly on the horizon, what role will you play in shaping it? Number 3. Environmental collapse. Baba Vanga's third shocking prediction for the year 2025 speaks of an environmental collapse so severe that it could change the course of human history. She foresaw a time when the natural balance of the earth would be pushed to the brink due to relentless human activity, deforestation, industrial pollution, and the insatiable hunger for resources. If we continue on this path without change, she warned, we may witness a planet where entire ecosystems vanish, biodiversity plummets, and the land itself rebels against us. The melting of polar ice caps accelerates, sea levels rise, and coastal cities, home to millions, become submerged. Devastating storms, unbearable heat waves, and extreme droughts could render vast regions uninhabitable, forcing mass migrations and resource conflicts that threaten global stability. Yet this is not merely a prophecy of doom, it is a call to action. The Buddha once said, "The environment is where we all meet. It is where we all have a mutual interest. It is the one thing all of us share. If nature perishes, so do we. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth." Every tree cut, every drop of water wasted, every piece of plastic discarded contributes to a future where suffering is not just a spiritual burden, but a physical reality. But can we change our fate? The answer lies in the choices we make today. What if every person decided to live with greater mindfulness toward nature? What if governments prioritized sustainability over profit? What if industries invested in green technology rather than fossil fuels? The future is not written in stone. It is shaped by the collective actions of humanity. Imagine a world where our cities are powered by clean energy, where our forests thrive, and where we respect the natural cycles that sustain us. This is not an impossible dream, it is the only way forward. The great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "We are here to awaken from the illusion of separateness. Our survival is interconnected with the rivers, the air, the animals, and the forests. If we do not act, nature will remind us in ways more painful than we can imagine. But if we awaken, if we take responsibility, we may yet restore the balance that has been lost. The question is, will we listen before it's too late?" If you've watched this far, you're already uncovering the mysteries of Baba Vanga's shocking predictions for 2025. What do you think the future holds? Comment below with "Future awaits" to share your thoughts. Stay with us until the end. There's still more to reveal about what might be coming for humanity. Don't miss out on these eye-opening insights. Number 4. Major natural disasters. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 paint a picture of a world facing major natural disasters, warning of devastating floods, powerful earthquakes, and catastrophic volcanic eruptions. These disasters could lead to massive destruction, displacing countless people and taking numerous lives. Rising sea levels may swallow coastal cities, forcing communities to flee their homes with nowhere to turn. Earthquakes, with their unpredictable nature, could strike at any moment, leveling entire towns and leaving behind ruins where thriving neighborhoods once stood. Meanwhile, volcanic eruptions could unleash ash and molten lava, burying everything in their path and disrupting the climate, causing long-term consequences for agriculture, air travel, and global health. But beyond these natural disasters, Baba Vanga also foresaw human-made catastrophes, industrial accidents, toxic chemical spills, and environmental degradation, making the already dire situation even worse. In a world where climate change is accelerating extreme weather events, these warnings serve as more than just eerie prophecies. They are a wake-up call for humanity. The reality is that disasters, both natural and man-made, are increasing in frequency, and ignoring the signs could prove fatal. We have already witnessed the impact of hurricanes intensifying beyond expectations, wildfires turning entire regions into ash, and earthquakes devastating even the most developed cities. The unpredictability of nature reminds us that no place is truly immune. Yet while these predictions may sound terrifying, they should not be met with fear but with action. Preparedness is key, not just on an individual level but as a global community. Governments must invest in stronger infrastructure, early warning systems, and disaster response strategies, while individuals must educate themselves on safety measures, emergency plans, and the importance of environmental consciousness. The choices we make today determine how we face tomorrow's uncertainties. Instead of living in denial, we must learn from past disasters and take meaningful steps toward resilience. Climate policies should not be political debates but urgent necessities, and industries must be held accountable for their environmental impact to prevent disasters caused by human negligence. While we cannot control nature's fury, we can control how we respond to it. If Baba Vanga's predictions hold any truth, then 2025 may test our preparedness like never before, but it is up to us whether we merely survive these challenges or rise above them, stronger and more united. Number 5. Contact with extraterrestrial life. There has always been a deep curiosity about what lies beyond our world, and one of Baba Vanga's most startling predictions for 2025 is that humanity will finally make official contact with extraterrestrial life. According to her vision, this momentous event could happen during a major international gathering, forever altering our understanding of the universe. While the idea of aliens visiting Earth may seem like something out of science fiction, history is filled with unexplained UFO sightings, mysterious signals from deep space, and ongoing efforts by scientists to find intelligent life beyond our planet. The search for extraterrestrial beings has been relentless, with astronomers using powerful telescopes and advanced technology to scan the cosmos for any sign that we are not alone. But what if this long-standing mystery is finally solved? What if, in 2025, we receive undeniable proof that intelligent life exists beyond Earth? The implications would be nothing short of revolutionary. Imagine the doors that could open if we were to gain access to alien technology. The way we communicate, the way we travel, and even the way we heal from diseases could be transformed overnight. We could unlock medical advancements far beyond our current capabilities, making incurable illnesses a thing of the past. Space exploration would leap forward, potentially allowing humanity to venture beyond our solar system in ways we once thought impossible. The exchange of knowledge with an advanced civilization could lead to profound changes in how we perceive science, philosophy, and our place in the cosmos. But there is also another side to this prediction, one that sparks fear as much as it does excitement. What if these beings are not peaceful? What if they see us as inferior, or worse, as a resource to be exploited? How would humanity respond to such an encounter? Would we unite as one species, setting aside our differences to face this new reality? Or would fear and chaos divide us even further? Throughout history, when civilizations have encountered one another, the outcomes have often been unpredictable, sometimes leading to growth and exchange, other times resulting in conflict and destruction. If aliens were to reveal themselves in 2025, would we be prepared to handle such an event with wisdom and caution, or would fear drive us to act irrationally? These are the questions we must ask ourselves as we stand on the edge of a possible new chapter in human history. One thing is certain: if Baba Vanga's prediction is correct, our understanding of life, existence, and the very nature of reality will never be the same. Whether this encounter leads to extraordinary progress or unforeseen dangers, the responsibility will fall on humanity to respond with open minds and a united spirit. Perhaps the greatest lesson here is not just about the possibility of meeting extraterrestrials, but about how we, as a species, choose to face the unknown, whether with fear and division or with curiosity, courage, and the willingness to grow. If we are to embrace the future, we must ask ourselves, are we truly ready for what lies beyond the stars? Number 6. Lab-grown human organs. By 2025, the world may witness a groundbreaking transformation in medical science: lab-grown human organs. Baba Vanga, the legendary mystic, predicted a future where scientists could grow fully functional organs in laboratories, offering new hope to millions in need of transplants. Imagine a world where the desperate search for a matching organ donor becomes a thing of the past, where people no longer have to endure long waiting lists or risk their bodies rejecting foreign tissue. Instead, doctors could create custom-made organs using a patient's own cells, ensuring a perfect genetic match and drastically reducing complications. This scientific revolution is based on the process of harvesting a person's own cells, multiplying them in a controlled lab environment, and guiding them to develop into a fully functional organ. The organ is then placed into a scaffold that mimics the structure of a real organ, allowing it to grow and take shape before being transplanted back into the patient's body. If successful, this technology could save countless lives and mark one of the greatest achievements in medical history. However, while the potential is immense, challenges remain. Scientists are still struggling to replicate the intricate structures and complex functions of vital organs such as the heart, liver, and kidneys. These organs do far more than just exist within the body. They regulate hormones, filter toxins, and sustain life in ways that are difficult to reproduce artificially. Safety is another major concern. Ensuring that lab-grown organs function flawlessly and do not introduce unforeseen risks will require extensive testing and refinement. But with rapid advancements in biotechnology and regenerative medicine, many experts believe that by 2025, we will be on the brink of making this a reality. Already, breakthroughs in bioprinting and stem cell research have shown that it is possible to grow tissue and even small, functional organoids, paving the way for full-scale organ development. This potential breakthrough raises important ethical and philosophical questions. If we can grow organs, could we eventually create entire human bodies? Would this technology be available to everyone or only to the wealthy? How would it reshape our understanding of life, death, and medical ethics? If lab-grown organs become widely accessible, it could be one of the greatest gifts to humanity, extending life and improving well-being like never before. Yet, as with all great advancements, it will require wisdom, compassion, and ethical responsibility to ensure it benefits all and does not create new divides in society. What do you think? If science could create a perfect replacement organ for you, would you trust it? Would you support this technology, knowing it could save millions of lives but also introduce complex moral dilemmas? The future is arriving faster than we may realize, and as humanity stands on the edge of medical miracles, we must ask ourselves, are we ready for the responsibility that comes with such power? Are you ready for what's coming? If you're still here, you're one of the few seeking to understand the future before it happens. Drop a 2025 vision in the comments to show you're prepared. Keep watching, there are more incredible predictions ahead that you don't want to miss. Number 7. Human telepathy becomes reality. Human telepathy becoming a reality by 2025 is one of Baba Vanga's most intriguing predictions, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible. The idea of communicating without words simply by transmitting thoughts directly from one mind to another seems like something out of a science fiction novel. Yet with the rapid advancements in neuroscience, artificial intelligence, and brain-computer interfaces, the possibility is no longer as far-fetched as it once seemed. Scientists have already made breakthroughs in technology that allow paralyzed individuals to control devices with their thoughts. And some experiments suggest that brain-to-brain communication, though rudimentary, is within the realm of possibility. If telepathy were to become widespread, it could transform the way we interact, eliminating misunderstandings, language barriers, and even the need for verbal communication altogether. Just think about how effortlessly you could express yourself. No more struggling to find the right words or misinterpreting someone's tone. This could be life-changing, especially for those who are unable to speak due to medical conditions, giving them a voice in ways never imagined before. However, while the potential benefits are enormous, the ethical and societal consequences of such a shift cannot be ignored. If thoughts could be transmitted seamlessly, how would privacy be maintained? Would there be a way to control which thoughts are shared and which remain private? The ability to read minds, if unregulated, could lead to serious invasions of privacy, exposing people's deepest secrets and emotions without their consent. Imagine a world where personal thoughts could be hacked just like computers today, leaving individuals vulnerable to manipulation, surveillance, or even psychological warfare. Governments, corporations, or malicious individuals might find ways to exploit this technology, leading to unprecedented ethical dilemmas. In a society already struggling with data privacy issues, the ability to access someone's mind directly could become a battleground for control and power. At the same time, telepathic communication could redefine relationships, making human connections more authentic but also more fragile. If people could instantly sense dishonesty, hidden emotions, or even suppressed resentment, would relationships become stronger or more strained? In a world where people often wear social masks, the removal of all barriers between thoughts and reality could lead to both profound honesty and extreme vulnerability. Would this new form of communication bring humanity closer together, or would it create new divisions and anxieties? The human mind is filled with fleeting, often unfiltered thoughts, some we don't even mean. If every passing thought had the potential to be exposed, how would we navigate social interactions without constant fear of judgment? As we move forward into an era of technological advancements, it's crucial to approach such developments with mindfulness and responsibility. While science is continuously pushing the limits of what we can achieve, wisdom must guide how we use these innovations. If telepathy does become a reality, it will require ethical frameworks, security measures, and individual boundaries to prevent its misuse. Humanity must learn to balance progress with moral responsibility, ensuring that technology enhances our lives rather than controlling them. In the end, whether or not Baba Vanga's prediction comes true, the discussion around telepathy reminds us of an important truth. Communication is not just about transmitting thoughts, but also about understanding, respect, and emotional intelligence. No matter how advanced our methods become, the essence of human connection must always be built on trust, empathy, and the freedom to choose what we share with others. Number 8. Decline in Europe's population. Baba Vanga's predictions have long fascinated and alarmed people around the world, and one of her most unsettling forecasts for the year 2025 is the dramatic decline in Europe's population. She foresaw a combination of factors: war, natural disasters, and climate change that could drastically alter the continent's demographic landscape. Conflicts could erupt, displacing millions and forcing people to seek refuge elsewhere. Entire communities could vanish as battles rage and instability spreads, leaving behind abandoned streets and crumbling cities. But war is only part of the catastrophe she envisioned. Nature too would unleash its fury. Earthquakes, floods, and volcanic eruptions could strike with unprecedented intensity, destroying infrastructure, wiping out livelihoods, and turning once thriving urban centers into desolate ruins. The forces of nature, when combined with human conflict, could reshape Europe in ways we have never seen before. Yet even beyond war and disasters, climate change could play a critical role in this dramatic shift. Rising sea levels threaten to swallow coastal cities, erasing them from maps and history. Areas that were once fertile and full of life could turn into barren wastelands, incapable of sustaining crops or livestock. With food shortages and economic collapse, survival could become an immense challenge, triggering a mass exodus of people in search of habitable land. Could we be looking at a future where Europe, once a symbol of prosperity and progress, becomes a land of abandoned cities and struggling communities? The thought is chilling, but it raises an important question. How much of this is preventable? If humanity continues on its current path, ignoring the warning signs of war, environmental destruction, and climate instability, are we setting ourselves up for the very future Baba Vanga warned about? This prediction is more than just a prophecy, it's a wake-up call. It reminds us of the delicate balance upon which human civilization rests. It urges us to reflect on our actions and the long-term consequences of our choices. Will we allow greed, conflict, and negligence to determine the fate of millions? Or will we take meaningful steps to protect our planet, resolve conflicts peacefully, and build a future where generations to come will not have to fear displacement and destruction? The lesson here is clear. The future is not set in stone. While Baba Vanga's visions may be unsettling, they also serve as an invitation for us to rethink our priorities and work towards a world where humanity thrives rather than perishes. So, what will we choose? Destruction or preservation? The answer lies in the hands of each and every one of us. Number 9. Wars and global conflicts. Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 are unsettling, and one of the most alarming is the rise of wars and global conflicts. She foresaw a world struggling with chaos, where nations clash over power, resources, and deep-seated ideologies. Europe, in particular, could find itself at the center of rising tensions, with disputes that could escalate into devastating wars. But this unrest isn't limited to Europe. Other parts of the world may experience political turmoil, uprisings, and even revolutions, fueled by the harsh realities of poverty, corruption, and social injustice. As history has shown us, when people feel unheard and oppressed, conflict often follows. But in a world where words of peace are ignored, what will remain? Will nations choose wisdom over war? Or will history repeat itself in a cycle of destruction? The consequences of these conflicts could be catastrophic, with economies collapsing, food shortages worsening, and millions being forced to flee their homes, leading to an unprecedented refugee crisis. We have already seen glimpses of this in the past, wars tearing apart families, leaving cities in ruins, and pushing entire populations into exile. The struggle over natural resources, particularly water and oil, may intensify, becoming a major source of contention. When essential resources become scarce, desperation can drive nations and groups to extreme measures. Technology too may take warfare to a terrifying new level. Baba Vanga's vision suggests that modern battles will not just be fought on the ground, but also in cyberspace. Drones, artificial intelligence, and cyber attacks could cause destruction on an unimaginable scale, crippling economies and disrupting daily life in ways we've never seen before. The question is, are we prepared for the future of warfare, where battles are fought not only with weapons, but also with algorithms? As we move forward, we must ask ourselves, can we change this trajectory? If conflict is on the horizon, is there a way to prevent it? The Buddha also taught, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. This wisdom reminds us that if humanity continues to feed hatred and division, we will ultimately destroy ourselves. The power to alter the future lies in the choices we make today. Will leaders seek peace, or will greed and ambition lead the world into further darkness? What role can individuals play in promoting unity over division? These are the questions that should weigh on our minds as we look toward 2025. If Baba Vanga's predictions hold any truth, then now, more than ever, we must cultivate wisdom, compassion, and understanding before it's too late. Number 10. The Rise of the Dragon. The prophecy of the dragon rising is one of Baba Vanga's most mysterious and unsettling predictions for 2025, leaving many wondering, what exactly does it mean? Could it be a literal force of destruction, a symbolic shift in global power, or something even more profound that will redefine the world as we know it? Some believe that the dragon represents the growing dominance of China, a nation that has been steadily ascending as an economic and technological superpower. With its rapid advancements in artificial intelligence, military capabilities, and global trade, China is reshaping the geopolitical landscape, challenging the existing world order, and possibly establishing itself as the most influential force in international affairs. If this interpretation holds true, 2025 could be the year where this transformation becomes undeniable, influencing markets, policies, and alliances on an unprecedented scale. However, the dragon's rise may not be limited to politics and economics. It could signify a major catastrophe that shakes the world to its core. Natural disasters such as massive earthquakes, devastating tsunamis, or uncontrollable wildfires could bring untold suffering, forcing humanity to rethink its relationship with nature. The increasing instability of our climate, coupled with the intensifying frequency of extreme weather events, suggests that the world is inching closer to a reckoning, and 2025 might be the year when the Earth itself rebels against human recklessness. If this is the dragon Baba Vanga foresaw, it is a stark reminder that we must act now, adopting more sustainable lifestyles, respecting the planet, and preparing for the unexpected before it is too late. Yet there is another interpretation that sends shivers down the spine: the dragon as a representation of artificial intelligence and the technological revolution that is accelerating at an astonishing rate. AI is no longer a distant dream. It is already embedded in our daily lives, from self-learning algorithms to autonomous machines. But what happens when AI surpasses human intelligence? Could 2025 be the year where AI begins to replace vast numbers of human jobs, leading to mass unemployment and economic disruption? While some celebrate AI as a breakthrough that will bring convenience and progress, others fear the consequences of unchecked technological expansion. If the dragon represents AI, then we must tread carefully, ensuring that innovation serves humanity rather than enslaving it. Ethics, regulation, and responsible usage will be critical in the years to come, lest we unleash a force we cannot control. On an even darker note, the dragon could be a harbinger of war, conflict, and social chaos. As tensions rise between nations, and with political instability lurking in the shadows, the world stands on a fragile edge. The increasing divide between the powerful and the oppressed, the spread of extremist ideologies, and the fight for dwindling resources could ignite global unrest. Could Baba Vanga have foreseen a major war in 2025, one that reshapes history? The thought alone is terrifying, but it is a call for humanity to choose peace over destruction, unity over division, and wisdom over reckless ambition. Ultimately, the prophecy of the dragon serves as a warning, a wake-up call to remain vigilant, prepared, and conscious of the changes happening around us. Whether it represents the rise of a global power, a natural disaster, a technological revolution, or a looming conflict, one thing is certain: 2025 will be a year of great transformation. How we respond to these challenges will determine the course of our future. Rather than waiting in fear, we should take action, educate ourselves, stay informed, and work together to build a world that is not just prepared for the dragon's arrival, but strong enough to rise above it. As we stand on the threshold of 2025, Baba Vanga's predictions leave us with more questions than answers. Will these prophecies unfold as foretold, or are they simply warnings urging us to rethink our path? The future is never set in stone. It is shaped by the choices we make today. What is clear, however, is that humanity is at a crossroads. Whether we face groundbreaking discoveries, environmental disasters, or global shifts in power, our response will define the world for generations to come. Will we embrace wisdom, unity, and responsibility, or will we allow fear and chaos to dictate our destiny? No matter what lies ahead, let us remain mindful, adaptable, and proactive in creating a future that benefits all. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. And be sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos, where we continue exploring the mysteries of our world and beyond. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay wise.